Hey everyone, this is the dude from the Dinosaur and the Dude, kicking off a new episode uh, for all of you to enjoy. And that's the big thing that we are striving for in every episode that we bring. It's just the dinosaur and I going just off the top of the dome. Guys, we flow from topic to topic, just depending on however it is, things are going on in our life, where we're talking about everything about elderly people and dealing with different things that are going on with families, us personally, and then how we view certain things in the world. At no point do we try to demean, degrade, or diminish anyone out there. So if it comes off that way, that's not the intent. It's just really one of those things where we're talking about it as freely as possible. We hope everybody enjoys it. We hope everybody's having a great time. And we hope that our listenership, I think that's the right word, continues to grow as we bring as best content as we can. So here's our latest episode. Hope you all enjoy. Thanks. Hey everyone, this is the dude from the Dinosaur and the Dude podcast. I want to tell you about an amazing product from an also amazing brand named Bobby Rapscallion. They put out fantastic CBD products, very high potency, premium products of gummies and oils, all of which, at this point in time, all of which are broad spectrum, which means there's no THC in it. So if you're a professional or someone that has to worry about random drug tests wherever you work, you don't have to worry about this THC lingering in the background. Is it going to show up in the piss test or not? Because they have no THC in there. So you only get the benefit of the CBD. You're nothing to worry about in regards to THC. So if you're allergic to it or you don't want to worry about it, highly recommend Bobby Rapscallion. You can find them at bobbyrapscallion.com. That's bobbyrapscallion.com. All right, back to the episode.
Hello.
Yo,
How are you?
doing all right. I'm gonna
Good.
I'm gonna try something different um, with it. So I'm keeping my phone a certain distance away. I don't know. I've been keeping it up to my face because I feel like if I get too far away, I'm not really heard. So I'll just make sure I enunciate.
Okay. And I'm going to try to speak up a little bit.
Fantastic.
Yay.
We're gonna do our best to do best.
Right. Because we are.
Well, I don't know if anybody is new to this. You might have just heard it on a by and by, but this is the dinosaur and the dude. And it's a podcast that's out there on the planet Earth that has the shittiest audio, but the most amazing content uh, ever,
Ever.
anywhere. I
Ever.
mean, you psh, psh,
I
ask
mean,
our ask our 20 listens. It's amazing.
yeah. Ask that. Ask that.
Ask them, find them. I don't know how you're going to find them, but I'll tell you what, you can find them throughout Texas. You can find them in New York, and
France.
you can find them in France, and you can find them uh, Sweden, Switzerland. Sorry,
Sweden. Was
Bobby.
it Sweden or Switzerland? Okay.
You can find
Oh,
them
so
in
a couple
Europe.
of things.
Yeah,
Okay, good. Europe. Yeah, that's good. That's a good way to put it. So, a couple of things I just wanted to say real quick. I just saw a news story about how over in my neighborhood, my town, this elderly couple got up today. They went to the coffee shop for a quick coffee run and
yeah.
they just went grabbed coffee and they came back and their house was in fuego.
Wow,
Yeah, that bitch was on fire.
wow.
So, and they probably thought, well, we done fried the damn
Well,
turkey and we're fine
yeah,
there.
yeah.
But
Just don't leave your Yankee candle lit.
exactly. So
There
that's
you go.
one expensive ass cup of coffee I just wanted to say.
That's how you run. That's how you finish that one off.
Yeah.
Okay, but for some, this might be weird. For others, they might not give a damn because they don't know. But this is not our usual uh, recording time. We usually
No,
set up a time that we do our podcast, and we've been pretty, pat ourselves on the back.
we've been consistent,
We've been very good with it, and
but
with
this
it,
is happening for a different reason.
with
We
us
we
being
held
us,
out.
yeah, with us being consistent on like this is this is our 10th episode, and I'm patting ourselves on the back.
Only the second one that you can fucking hear.
Right. It's about the
But
third. It's about the third. But in any case, yeah,
we wanted to do it today rather than yesterday, because today we're hosting our first ever,
mm-hmm.
and I would say first annual, if I might be so bold,
Mm.
uh, our Black Friday special.
Oh,
Everybody
cool.
in America is going nuts over Black Friday, which is a big sales day. We have Thanksgiving on
Yeah,
Thursday. The next day, it's all about being even more
mhm.
gluttonous and going out and buying a bunch of shit you don't need.
Right.
So that's what we're
Commercially
about
gluttonous.
today. And I just wanted to tell y'all that for
Mm.
today only,
Mm.
for today, it's free. This podcast is free for today.
The
Um,
free podcast is
it's
free
yeah, the
today.
online podcast version, which is it's organic, and it's vegan friendly,
They're
and
gonna eat it.
it's grass
They're
fed.
gonna eat it.
It's grass and it's grass fed, free range,
Hmm.
and it is a lot of heart. So we've got
Yeah,
that. It is available. There's still a couple of hours left. I
right.
think,
For
if
Black
I'm remembering
Friday.
correctly, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
it goes across all time zones. So even though we're in the States, for the people
right.
that are listening in Switzerland,
Yeah.
they can take
I don't
advantage
even
of
know.
it.
I
Yeah,
don't
they
even know
can
what
take
time it is.
advantage of the free
Yeah.
podcast for today only. So
Yeah, the
tomorrow we
free
don't know what's going to
free.
happen,
Yeah.
but
It
today
probably will still be free.
it's yeah, but today it's
Yeah,
100% free.
today it's
Like the
free
whole
free.
thing.
It's free today.
For real, for real.
Yeah, you don't get it. You don't get it free anymore after this. It's only going to be
Yeah.
free.
So that's why
So
we wanted to wait a day. We put it off one day so that we could participate in the Black Friday special, and that's the very best that we could do for y'all, the listeners. So we hope you like it.
well,
There are no returns. I'll be the first to say.
please do not send us back our own podcast.
No.
This is
You're getting this as is, coming in hot.
bring it back with a receipt.
Did you need a gift receipt with this podcast?
Oh man, yeah, you got to bring it back with a receipt. Okay.
Within
Yeah,
30 days.
but also today is it's Native American Heritage Day.
Yes, it is.
So that hits in so many different ways, and I think it's just I think it's serendipitous that we have our we're recording the podcast, we're getting it all set up, and we had our precast call and all that kind of stuff, and we are like super on top of it. We wanted to make sure though that while we're on top of it and talking about really cool, funny, awesome, amazing, and empowering
Slightly
stuff,
dreadful.
and just slightly dreadful. Yeah, that we also acknowledge that it's Native American Heritage Day, and of all the things that have occurred throughout history, to indigenous people, uh, that this is a specific day that really, I feel, just me personally, that it should be recognized as well, and make sure that it gets the recognition it deserves.
100%. Because we both know, and we
Hmm?
just want y'all to know that we know that
Yeah,
shit did not go down the way that our history books say that it went down.
yeah, it's slightly up.
There's just a smidge, it wasn't like they were holding hands, kumbaya, the whole bit. I mean, it was pretty brutal. And if somebody threw an ear of corn at somebody and said, okay, well, that was Thanksgiving. Well, it doesn't matter because you murdered them. So
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of things that can be said about this time of the year, and people feel one way, people feel the other. And honestly, we're not necessarily here to debate that, as nor nor do we have the capacity to right any of those wrongs, convince or sway. You're going to believe whatever you believe, and that's you. But again, it's just like some of the stuff you can't go without saying, hey, let's 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 give credit where it's due.
right.
Let's make sure that people get recognized, for maybe not what they went through directly, but for what their heritage went through, whether you want to say that's their
How their
ancestors.
culture was affected.
Yeah,
It all
yeah,
plays in.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Whether you want to say it's their ancestors or culture or whatever, however, whatever angle you want to look at it, because that's the thing. It's a lot of facets to it,
Right.
and you can say one thing and you can say the other. I think the nutshell is history is pretty fucked up,
Ugh.
and if we
It's
can,
also relative to who's writing it.
yeah, and if we can find the means of not retracing a lot of those steps and doing
Ugh.
things to where, as a society, we're getting better in some capacity. I'm not talking about overnight, but in some
Yes.
capacity,
Agreed. I think
some
that the
capacity, we're
heart
making
of
those
our
steps.
people, the
Yeah,
heart of our people is much more open and forgiving, and we realize that we've done wrong in the past, and just as a culture, as a nation, and we don't want to be that person anymore. We don't want to be those people. So, Dude and I, we just like to make for sure that everybody understands that while we don't condone what happened in the past as far as history goes, and we realize that we don't know everything, we do respect all the cultures that are involved, and we just
I think that's really important. You're right.
I just want to say that I am thankful that we live in a country where we can say this, even if other people are, yelling at us and telling that they don't want to hear it.
Mm,
Fine,
yeah.
but we do live in a country where we can say it.
Yep. And
Okay.
one of the other things that we do in a country like this is, during this time of the year, we get together and we, go all out with GluttonFest, and
It's
that's
a
what I usually.
feast.
That's what I. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and I want to hear
There's
all about
people.
yours.
Oh, fuck me, man.
I mean, you reckon we got time?
Oh, so it might be a part two. I'm gonna try and not.
Okay,
I'm going to try not. I'm going to try and keep it as focused as possible. So here we go. I'm just going to jump into it. I'm just going to jump the fuck into it. So
do it.
it starts off where I learn where we're having the Glutton Fest and at what time. But I learn
Please tell me it
about
was
it.
at 4:20. Was it at
I,
4:20?
I learn about it the day before.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, okay, so hey, where are we meeting and at what time? Oh, you didn't know? Nope, you're not. So my mom and her brother, they talked and made all these plans, but they didn't tell anyone else. But they felt
Come on,
like,
everybody's going to be there.
right. But they felt that, yeah, how many plates should I make? Oh, you should make plates for. But they felt like they talked about it so much that the other people knew.
Of course,
And
because we're
so
all mind readers.
and so that, Wednesday, I'm like, okay, so you haven't said shit. Where are we going? Where
Are we gonna eat
are
tomorrow
we
at
going?
all,
Are we
or
going to his place? Are they coming here? And at what time? Oh, you don't know? No, because you haven't said anything.
apparently not?
Oh, well, me. And then everyone else starts hitting me up. Hey, where are we going to go? Hey, where? It's like, yeah,
You're
because
like, I'm fixing to pull an executive
it's like,
decision out of my ass right here.
here's what I
Everybody
just,
meeting at McDonald's in 30
yeah,
minutes.
here's what I just found out. It's here. Oh, okay. So should I bring? Don't ask me any questions. I just told you all that I know. I just literally told you all that I know, the place and the time. So anyway, we show up. Um, we show up late because
Fashionably, of course.
no, fuck
Obviously.
it, fuck it. We
Okay.
show
Yeah,
up
no.
late because my mom wanted to make a ham,
Oh, okay.
and she's got this ham out at 11:30, reading the instructions on how to do the seasoning because they all came in like some packet.
Yeah,
And,
that's
and
the
she,
easiest way to do it. You just slather that
oh,
pig in that
so
fucking
you
shit. You throw
say.
that bitch in the oven and get it.
Oh, so you say. No,
Oh
no,
God. Okay.
no. So it's 12:21. And she's
And
like,
what time are we supposed to be at this party?
exactly. So it's 1:30.
Oh
Uh,
no.
it's 12:31. It's 12:21. And she's like, yeah. And so I was like, okay, so were we supposed to leave at 1:30 or be there at 1:30? She's like, yeah, I was thinking that we was gonna leave here and be there at 1:30. I was hoping to leave at 12:30, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Nope, it's 12:21. It's not.
Is it gonna
You just
take y'all an hour to get there? Y'all live on the same
yeah.
planet, right?
No, no, no. He lives about the better part of 40, 45 minutes away.
Well, I guess, and
And
traffic
so
is
and
terrible.
it was that and it was downpour and all that kind of stuff. So
Oh,
and
sidebar.
but
Listen, listeners, if you happen to come to Texas and you want to stay in one of the metropolitan cities, Houston is great and has a lot to offer. However, their traffic is complete shit.
so
Proceed.
so um where was I? Oh yeah. So we finally make it there and nothing's done. Nothing everything is still being cooked. So it's just sit around and there's no there's no hors d'oeuvres. There's no crackers. There's nothing. And we're just
Not
sitting there
even
like
one?
we're just like, okay, this is just gonna be waiting and waiting. So we wait. And then this dude comes in with the shittiest cake. And he's like,
Oh,
eat y'all a cake. And I was like, oh fuck, do we
you're
not
like,
have
I'm not
any
eating that fucking thing. I don't know
do
what
we
that
not
is.
have any I'd already like come to the conclusion that there's certain things I'm going to eat and a lot of things I'm not gonna eat. Because I don't want to fuck around with that later. Like I don't like I know how I am, and I don't want to combo certain foods because that's just gonna be that's just gonna be you in the bed with all of your gas
With fucking gut rot.
killing yourself. So I'm aware like that. I'm like, nope, not doing that, not doing that, not doing that. And then, the arrangement was just all this little safari shit. And I was just like, oh fuck
There were
me.
feathers involved, I understand, and
Yeah.
like
So
big, big, like
pheasant
juicy.
feathers, not even turkey feathers, pheasant feathers.
It was
it
I
was just
saw
a
the picture, it
weird
was huge.
it was a weird array of shit. And
Well,
so
it was elegant.
yeah, that's what people want to say. But any case, the thing of it is, the thing that yeah,
Yeah,
the
but
thing
fuck
that's
that.
yeah, the thing that's weird. Um, the the thing that okay, so I don't know if anybody's catching on the underlying tone here. I'm not really a fan of holidays. I'm not really a fan of gatherings because I don't see why we need a holiday in order to do that.
That's right. There's my little
And
ray of sunshine right there.
so yeah, so when we so when we do it because of a particular holiday, it just seems forced and fake to me. Like
That's fair. I can see that. Well, because you're
why
inevitably going to see people that you really don't want to see. Like everybody has that toothless uncle that's like, come sit on my lap. I'm like,
I
no
mean, I
fucking
don't
thank
know.
you.
I don't know if that toothless dude has if that motherfucker has great stories, cool. I'm gonna hang with you.
I'm
I'm
not
really
sitting in
gonna
your
hang
fucking lap. I fell for that
I'm
shit last
really gonna
time.
hang with you. Like if the others are all talking shit, it's only so much of that I can stand, and then I'm gonna go stick with this person that's got some war story, or back when he was in a in a kill zone and he was holding his intestines. And okay, dude, tell me about that, because that sounds like some real human struggle right there. What's going on? Because you're still alive and you're here. You don't have your teeth, but fuck it, who needs teeth?
You're missing a leg. That's fine though.
Yeah, right. But you're still mobile. Fuck it.
You still qualify as a person.
So yeah, right. Disability checks out the ass, man. You always got good gifts. Okay. So
that's why I'm sitting
that's my
right
thing.
here.
That's my thing. It's like we should be able to come together as a family regardless of this time of the year. We should be giving gifts regardless of what time of the year it is. And so I usually give gifts throughout the year.
Yes.
I don't. I usually don't. I usually give gifts throughout the year, or I tell people I love them, regardless of it being February or not. I usually let people know how I feel about them, good or bad, throughout the year, and
in a tasteful way, of course.
and if and by that, I don't give them anything on Christmas or anything like that. I just don't. Because it's like, why? If 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 this day matters more than the rest of the year that I've been giving you shit, then something's wrong.
Right.
Your math is off. So there's that kind of stuff. So my thing, it was like so much food, and then we got caught up into being the food delivery service for a relative that didn't want to leave the house, but she wanted food to be brought to her.
Oh, hell no. I'd be like, okay, well, listen, look out your
And,
front door.
and
I'm
called.
throwing something, a fucking turkey leg toward your direction. Can you see it?
No. She called to order the specific things that she wanted.
No, she did not.
Yeah. No, we don't have enough time in the podcast to talk about my
Or
family.
enough fucks to have to deliver shit.
I'm just saying, to talk about my family. So it's just really, I'm trying to boil it down to what digestible bits.
Ooh, Lord.
So there's that, and then there's
Was there a fight? Was there a fight? Did
no,
anybody
there
fight?
wasn't a fight, but it was like everybody wanted to talk about their fights, and it was it was so bizarre. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, hey, have you watched this movie, or have you watched this documentary? This documentary is about, oh yeah, that's awesome. Oh yeah. Did I ever tell you about the time I beat up his ass in the? Oh God. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Okay. And so then it just sort of like, as normal GluttonFest goes, you all get together at the separate tables, eating food,
how do y'all divide it? Age?
talking shit. I think it's just a matter of like groups are sitting together. Like,
Okay.
so siblings will like my parents will sit together. So then, okay, that's two chairs at a table, and then other people that are dating or whatever sit together, and so that's two. So you go for the remainder, and it's just sort of fleshed out like that.
So at my family, when I was growing up, on my dad's side, they had this big grand dining room, and it was like super fancy drapes, super fancy lights, super fancy everything, and only the elders got to sit in there. And the only way that a child could graduate to the big table is if somebody didn't show up or if somebody died.
That's
so
great.
You're casing the joint whenever you come in, because you're trying to figure out, is Uncle Joe still with us, or did he kick it?
You're watching the table, sitting there wondering, I will have his chair.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be 17 years old and sit with a 4-year-old.
Next year, I will have your chair.
I'm like, hey, Uncle Joe, come with me. I got to show you something out back. Oh, where'd Uncle Joe go?
This chair will be mine. Yeah, no, we don't have anything like that. And so it was all okay. It was.
You make it sound so convincing when you're like, oh, it's all okay.
Right. It's all okay. I mean, and then I, sat down and had had a pretty interesting comedy. Like at the end of the GluttonFest, and you've had your plate or two. I eat different than everybody else, so whatever. But you have your plate or two, and then people either stay at the table talking the same mad shit, or they meander throughout the house and end up in the den or the living room or on the stairs or something and talking in like little groups or one-on-ones and little groups and shit. And that's pretty much what happened. And I ended up doing that. And it was a cool conversation I had. We can get into it. We can get into it later, but it was a cool conversation I had. I kind of touch on it with the goals. It was all goals related and whatnot.
Right. Oh, and another
But
thing.
yeah, yeah. It was all goals. Yeah, and it was all goals related, like what was in. Oh, and another thing, and it was cool to have that, but it was odd also because that just sort of morphed into how shit went down today. And
Today?
yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
happened today?
I
Go on. Tell me.
It's a combination of stuff. It's sort of like a a lot of things came to the top for me today.
Oof.
And
Okay.
so take a bit of what we've talked about, take another bit of goals related and where I'm wanting to go with things,
Okay,
mush
so
that
this
all
was the off pod, right?
yeah, mush that
Okay.
all together into um, just where I am mentally and where I'm wanting to go with goals and stuff that I'm trying to achieve. And it just became one of those things where I was like, uh, this is bullshit. And so tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. Because I'm
Are you
having,
talking with people
yeah,
tomorrow?
I'm having a I didn't want to title it as such, but the best way I can describe it for listeners is a family meeting.
I was gonna say, is it a family meeting? Because I know what
Yeah,
that means.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's one of those things where it's like what I was saying in the oats was like you you got to get to a point where you have to be true to yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to be selfish about this shit. And you have to look at it like, look, I want to help you and others, but at the same time, if I am exhausting everything
Right.
about me,
Then there's nothing left.
I'm going to be it's not going to be sociable. I'm not going to be sociable at all after that.
Right.
It's
Well, it's
like
about self-preservation. You have to take care of yourself
right,
too.
right. And so it's weird how yesterday was like almost a it was almost a confirmation for me. It was almost an out of body experience for me. Almost, it was like I was confirmation. I was looking at people, looking at them talking, looking at me having a conversation with someone that I haven't known long, but she was more interested in what I had to say than people that I really thought would be. And
Right. It's like you can't pick your family. Like you have your family like bloodline, but your family is actually your loved ones.
yeah, I mean, I get what you're going at with that. It's like you can't even yeah, like we're going down a different path now, but yeah, you can't count on your family. And so it's really one of those things like the definition of that comes into question for me a lot of times. And I think it's times like this where I reflect on that. And maybe in the back, that's why maybe that's what's in the back and why I don't care for holidays. Because
Oh, yeah.
there's a little bit of a reminder or there's a little bit of a affirmation of how I feel about certain things that sort of like, yeah, never mind. This is exactly, yeah, this is why. So that's why it's
Yikes.
it was just sort of like, ugh, in that, because that's what I walk away with, just a feeling of ugh.
Right. But we've talked about this before. You have to learn that you come first, because if you're not
Oh yeah,
taking
yeah,
care of
yeah,
yourself,
yeah.
then you can't take care of anybody else.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely. That's the
you're
selfish
giving a
part.
lot. You're
Yeah,
giving a
yeah.
lot.
That's the selfish part. So yeah. So let's turn that frown upside down. How shitty was yours?
Well, it wasn't. It
Awesome.
wasn't.
Awesome.
I
Good
know.
balance. Good balance.
Yeah,
Give
I
it to
kept
me.
it
Tell me.
super low key. Super
Okay.
low key. We did have more food that we knew what to deal with, because
Yeah, that's always the
we
case though, right?
yeah, because old school, we used to have these big, huge family gatherings, and so people
Right.
would be super, we have to feed a lot of people, they'd be super hungry. There was like
Right.
kids running all around.
Yes.
My son wasn't here.
Okay.
I had no family here
Okay.
outside of my wife.
Uh-huh.
And we actually had her ex-wife and her ex-mother-in-law here.
Dude, that is a that's a that's a sitcom scenario right there.
I know. So I get along so well with her ex-wife,
Like I'm
which is
literally holding my head up with my hand, looking at, like, wow, I am so engrossed in this right now.
I
So,
know. And so yeah, so we had them over and it was fun. So after they got divorced, my wife stayed in close contact with her mother-in-law, and so they're dear friends. Well, um,
my mouth is
when
open the whole time you're talking.
so when our dog passed of
Fuck.
cancer, and we had to um we went ahead and let the ex-wife know that, hey, we've got ashes, if you want some, we understand, she was your
Oh,
dog
because
too.
they shared the dog. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So then she came over, and I was kind of apprehensive at first, but um, she was really chill. She's super respectful of the relationship that I have with my wife. And it's not weird. Like, you would think that it would be weird, but it's not.
Am
So
I okay? Okay. Am I a horrible person?
no, so I know a lot of people cannot fathom being around their exes or
Like,
whatnot.
hearing you say this, I was like, okay,
But
wait.
we get along so well. It's incredible.
Like I'm
And oh my
feeling
God,
like
at
I'm
the
walking around.
laughing.
I feel like I'm walking around with gas cans and kindling,
Like,
and
this shit's about to blow up.
I'm just burning everything. Like I don't even give it a chance. I'm like, okay, we're done. Okay, and on fire. You are on fire. This house is on fire. The car is
Eternal
on fire.
fire.
Oh, look at all these pictures. More fire. Wow. I mean, kudos
And
to
they were
all of
together
you.
for
Yeah.
15 years though. They were together for 15 years. You don't
Fuck
make
my
friendships
ass.
and just I mean, it doesn't you don't stop caring about somebody just because you stop caring about them.
No, I know. I know that part. I can understand that. I think it's the whole thing of where I don't know how else to say it. Being the new person in the dynamic of, okay, 15 years now they're apart. You're new
Sure.
in their post 15 years,
It
but they're
takes a
still
lot of
but they're still
security for me
yeah,
to
yeah, but they're still
yeah.
interactive in some sort of way. Your wife's still really really good friends with her former mother-in-law, and they probably have that dynamic and call each other certain names or whatever, and then you know her daughter, your wife's ex-wife, by that connection they still are chummy or cordial or whatever you want to call it, and then now you come in and they're like, yeah, cool. Like, wow, really? Wow, that's amazing. I mean, I I'm I'm just like
Flabbergasted.
I'm trying to learn something from you to make me a little bit better in how I
You're
interact
very
with
sweet.
people,
Well,
because I know me, and I have not talked to any of my exes.
Well,
Like I have
it's
not been in the
it's
same
awkward and
room.
difficult,
Yeah,
but there are reasons why I was with the people that I was with before and that she was with her
yeah,
ex-wife.
yeah.
There are
Oh yeah,
reasons, there
for
were
sure.
friendships, there you care about them.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I'm secure in my marriage and I know that my wife is secure in our marriage. So
Mhm.
it's
Oh man, this is another podcast just right here. This is the relationship. The relationship podcast is got to be next or something like that. If we don't have a
okay. Yeah, we
if
can
we
do
don't
that.
if we don't have a part two, if we don't have a part two Glutton Fest, we're gonna definitely next one is gonna be about relationships because this is fucking fanatic. This is fascinating to me.
So the ex-wife, she made a post.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to paraphrase a
yeah, yeah,
portion of
yeah. Just make it up. We don't fucking care. Go ahead.
it.
I mean,
Anything for
no
ratings. I'm
one.
just
I
like
mean, no one's going to go back and say, "Well, did she say the words exactly?" No one's finding this post. This post
we
exists
need a
solely based on you.
screenshot of this, right?
Yeah, no one is gonna no one's gonna fact check you on this. You make that post sound as amazing as you want.
Okay,
So
it's
I'm
going
all
to be.
for it. I'm not even
Okay.
going to fact check this post. That's
She says, the ex-wife says, "This Thanksgiving owes me nothing. Let
what?
me tell y'all something. I
What?
am beyond grateful for how life serendipitously works itself out sometimes.
Use my word.
Today was that's your word?
I used serendipitous earlier with Native American Heritage Day, which is oddly reconnecting the beginning of the episode. But
Full
go ahead.
circle, full circle.
Yeah, but go
She
ahead.
says, the ex-wife says, today was spent with her ex-wife, her ex-wife's wife, which would be me,
Yeah,
and her mom.
yeah.
This is life coming full circle. I'm thankful that this space can be given and hearts can be open to allow unlikely friendships to form.
I just said
Yes.
full circle. I just said full circle too, and she just took that as true. I don't like this hoe. Anyway,
No,
wow.
listen. She's being very nice. She's being super nice. And we get along so well. We crack
She's
up
got
all the
more?
time.
Okay, read more. Okay,
Yeah.
she's got more.
She
Jesus
says,
Christ.
yes, ex-wife or Amy L, we'll call her L.
Okay.
Yes, L, her ex-wife, and
Mhm.
I divorced nearly 5 years ago, and now she is married to the most amazing woman who was created for her without a shadow of a
What?
doubt.
What the fuck? Okay.
The
That
joy I have watching these two love one another is something I cannot explain, and I adore them so incredibly much. It may
what
have
the
taken us 5 years to get to a place to
fuck?
rebuild our friendship, but Amy is the catalyst in this, and now I get to know what an incredible human she is.
What the fuck? This is like
I
are you
know.
are you
I
reading are you reading a Hallmark Channel show
No, but I'm
description to me?
is this listen, is that the sound of me putting that on my resume? Yes. Yes, it is.
No, no, no. I just love that you used keyboard clicks as a
Yeah,
validator to
I
what you
did. Wait, hold on. Let me
listen. Click, click, click,
enter.
click, click. I can't make this up. Listen, I'm at my computer.
So yeah, like I told my wife, I was like, now y'all have to start calling me Miss Catalyst. That's where that's who I am.
Wow. That's some,
But
I
I
mean,
get where they're saying, yes, it takes a lot of patience, a lot of trust,
that's
and
amazing.
an open heart to be able to handle all of that. But
Sure.
they're humans too, and they've got good points and bad points, just like everybody. So
No,
I'm
absolutely.
not threatened
Absolutely.
in any way.
No, yeah, right. I mean, of course, like you touched on it right off the bat, you have to be secure in your relationship.
Absolutely.
And with that security, you're able to persevere one way or the other, whether meeting up and associating with the ex in a good way or a bad way. If you're secure in your relationship, it, you know that right there with the relationship doesn't change because you're already secure with it.
Right.
Absolutely. I think it's just to me, I am. happy for all of you. Um, your wife, her
You don't have
ex-wife,
to address me formally.
her ex-wife. No, I am, and at the
And
same
stop
time,
bowing, okay? Quit bowing. It's weird.
no, I am, and at the same time, I'm jealous because it's just sort of like you were saying, you have time that you spend with people and you relate with them, and um, you know, if you're in a relationship with them, um, there's a lot of exposure there. You're
Right.
letting them into your life.
Right.
You're introducing them to other people that's in your life, and you know, depending on how long it goes, but I think it's a truth to it that the longer it goes, the deeper that association gets, good or bad. And so it you can't really ignore that. You can't really refute it. And as another person coming into someone's life, you have to recognize that they have those past relationships with people.
Yeah.
And you like you said, you have to be secure in your
Well,
relationship with it.
and
And
as a person, because 20 years ago, I would not have been able to be this secure.
yeah, right. Yeah,
I would have
no,
been like, oh
absolutely.
no, she's
No,
trying to take
absolutely.
her away from me, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah,
And I'm
absolutely. We
like, no,
can't go to
she's not.
Thanksgiving.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
She had that for 15 years. She has moved on.
yeah,
And,
we can't.
we
No,
joke
we're
back and
not
forth.
going to Thanksgiving. No, we're not going
Right.
to Thanksgiving. We're going to go to Arby's, and that's that. We're not going to go
Okay,
join
we are
them for.
starving. We are
Yeah,
fasting now.
that's right. We're going.
So
We're going to try these. We're going to try these vegetables. We're not going to
I'm
get those.
gonna
We're
eat
going to try
myself an air sandwich.
this grass back here. So yeah, that's amazing. I
Yeah,
find
it's
it
really
amazing.
cool.
And other people might have similar relationships and associations with people. I find it amazing because I can only look at it from my own perspective and my own history with people. I just I'm not there yet. I can honestly and comfortably say I'm not there yet where
And
I can
that's
say
okay.
no, yeah,
You
absolutely.
don't
I'm not
have to
saying
be. You don't have
yeah,
to ever be okay with it.
yeah. I'm not saying that um I'm not saying that in a negative way. Like I'm short.
Oh, I
Uh,
know.
I'm short by it. It's just really one of those things where it's like that's the self awareness and self confirmation speaking that I'm not there yet. I'm not. I don't have that type of relationship with people. That I mean, but clearly, man, that's that's amazing.
Well,
And so yeah, I'm genuinely happy for you.
thanks. It was a lot of fun. So the thing is that the three of us,
Hmm.
me, my wife, and the
Hmm.
ex-wife, we all have the same last name because she kept the last
Oh
name.
wow!
So we were in the kitchen, and the three of us were in the kitchen. We're cutting up, we're laughing, we're cooking. It's a hot mess, but it's awesome. And I said,
You just keep adding more shit to it to
I
make me
know.
prop
She's
my
like,
head more. I'm just propping my head up with
my
two
wife said,
hands.
listen, my wife says something to me, and I was like, you need to watch what you're saying, Rosser. Or, and so and she goes, which one?
That's just I yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not anything that can. It's not anything I can say other than what I've already said in regards to just. And maybe it's one of those things where it's like somebody else is out there and they're just like, yeah, man, this is what this is what civilized people do, or this is what sane people do, or
Oh, I'm
this is
very
what
feral.
this is what
I don't
this is
don't
what
say civilized to
adults
me.
yeah, this is what adults do or whatever. And that's why I'm saying, just speaking for myself, I'm not there yet. I'm not to a point where I am good with people like that. Do I want to be? I think an I think an idealistic version of myself. Yeah, sure, absolutely. I want to be able to where I have all these. Oh yeah, remember when we used to? Oh yeah, that's awesome. Hey,
Listening to
yeah,
their stories is fantastic. Oh my
yeah.
gosh, they're so
See,
funny.
see, I think that because when I'm in a relationship, I'm like, yes, I'm very deeply into that relationship with that person, so I feel a degree of butthurt. Just calling it what it is.
Sure,
When we break up, because
as you should.
now it's like, okay, what was that time to you then? Okay, you can move on. Oh, okay, great. Oh, you just want to be friends now? Okay, cool. So what the fuck? Because I just shared shit with you that I've never shared with anybody else. And
Yeah,
so and so for me, it's just sort of like, if you're good with walking away and never contacting me again, then why should I be still pining over the hope or thinking that maybe, well, I'll hear from you? And it's sort of like, I'm really big on power. I'm really big on not giving people power over me. And I feel like that's one of those things where if I'm if I'm still in that person's life, or still if I'm still reaching out to, especially if I'm the only one saying, hey, how you doing, just checking in on you, hey, and I never get that from them, then yeah, fuck that.
well, but it's been 5 years for them, and that's about the time that it took for me to, you
Yeah,
know, feel
yeah,
comfortable reaching out to old girl, you
yeah.
know?
No,
Because I was
absolutely.
hurt. I was so
Yeah,
raw, and it was
yeah,
painful,
yeah. I
and
think
I
it's a
was
process.
butthurt.
I think
Yeah,
it's the
it's definitely a
processing that
process.
the process and the processing that people have to go through it, and then being okay with talking to somebody, or being to a point where you are ready to talk to them again. Um, I think all of that. I think all of that matters, and I don't know. Maybe I just don't ever get to that step. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I've never
Well, if
really
you do,
tried
that's
to.
fantastic, and if you don't, that's okay too.
Yeah, I've not at some point tried to, like, I'm aware of that of myself, but I've not at some point tried to fix that of myself. Like I've not, because I guess I'm so, I feel like maybe I validate my my action of not engaging with that person anymore, or including them in my life anymore. Yeah, I don't know.
But if you
This is
do
all
it,
self
sometimes it's
reflecting.
hard.
Yeah, this is all self reflecting right now, and I'll save it for the relationship episode, because yeah, we are all about GluttonFest. I'm gonna
You're
pull
like,
this
"We
up
got to
back.
talk."
So that's amazing.
Yeah,
I
it was a really good time. They
I
ended up
am glad you all
staying
had a
here
great
until,
time.
like, 9 o'clock. So, we
That's
just
crazy,
with
because
no
we left.
TV, no football, no nothing. We were just talking.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing. No, I'm not. I am not fluffing you at all. It really
Oh,
is
hello.
It's really genuinely amazing.
Thank
I,
you.
um,
I
I,
appreciate it.
I am really happy for. I'm always happy for the two of you, but I'm happy for both of you, even in the external relationships of everything, and how everything has come together. Because knowing you prior, it's one of those things where you're so happy and excited for people that you want them to have more, and um, when you see that happening for them, then that's I get so happy and excited for people that I know. I want them to have that happiness, that sustainable happiness in their life. And
Thank
so
you.
knowing that you're having these, it's not always going to be the case, but knowing that you're having these moments right now, it's going to be some shit days, but knowing that you're
Sure.
having these moments right now, I'm really, really happy, genuinely happy. I'm not,
Good. Well, I'm
not,
glad. Thank you for
not
that.
show fluffing. I'm not show fluffing at all.
So, to
Mhm.
there was something else that I wanted to talk about,
Sure.
and it was because we had some pretty interesting dishes at the table. You know, when we grow up and we have family dinners or feasts or
Yeah.
whatever, um, you know, sometimes we are used to a certain um, you know, a certain dish or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, and then when somebody brings it over to your house, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Especially when they gas it. When they gas it, when they gas it like a month early.
yeah.
Hey, ooh, for
Ooh, y'all don't
Thanksgiving, I'm
even
gonna
know what
bring.
I'm gonna bring.
Oh man, I'm gonna bring this dish. Have
It's so
y'all ever
good.
had? And it's some stupid name. If it
Right,
has a
right.
stupid name,
Fluffy noodles.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
ever
If
had
you,
some fluffy noodles? Because everybody likes my fluffy noodles. I don't know about
yeah,
your
it's gonna
fluffy
be like,
noodles.
and it's gonna be. Have y'all ever had a basket of puppies? No, no, that
No, but I'll
sounds
take two, please. Thank you.
no, that sounds illegal though. That oh man, it's so good. Basket of puppies is so good. I'm gonna bring some over for Thanksgiving. Y'all have not
No,
eaten
no, you ain't.
you you've not eaten well. You've not eaten good eating. Like when you use the same word for a different you've not eaten good eating until you've had a
You're like,
basket of
that's
puppies.
confliction. That's what
Right.
that is.
So if I've not eaten good eating, I've not had a basket of puppies. That was your sentence, sir. Okay, cool. Can't wait. But in my head, I'm like, can't wait. But like, can't wait to see it. Eating it, absolutely not. I need about 8 people to eat it before I might try it.
You
But
really?
oh, fuck that, man. I am not a. I
I just
ah,
won't eat it. I won't if I don't wanna eat
like
it, I'm not gonna eat it.
yeah.
Fucking how many people eat it, I don't give a shit. They can lick that bowl fucking clean.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care.
I want to see about 8 of my family members die. Like, okay, 8 of y'all gonna eat it. Okay, cool. So
So, okay, we're gonna give this 20
I
minutes.
know you have a weak stomach, so
Grandpa Joe is hanging in there.
it's probably about 5 minutes before you either stay where you are or you're running to the toilet. That's gonna tell me if this is worth it or not. Yeah. So there's
Do you
certain
take
dishes.
preemptive Tums?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Really? Because
No, I don't.
that's the move.
No, I usually know what dishes I'm good for, and the
Oh,
rest
no,
of the
so am I, but I'll still fucking eat them. Don't
and
get me wrong.
the no,
It's about tradition.
I'm to the point where I just don't I don't even eat them, and so I won't even eat them. I don't care. You can be butthurt all you want. I
Okay,
don't
so
fucking
what is
care.
your favorite? What's your favorite Thanksgiving food? What's your favorite
Oh man.
holiday food?
Um. So nothing I had yesterday.
Oh,
Uh. Yeah.
wow. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Nothing I had yesterday. Uh. So and it's not the stereotypical stuff because
Like, well, what do you consider
like
stereotypical?
like oh I love the turkey or I love the ham or I love the no it's none of that shit. It's stuff that like my grandmother would make or like my aunt who has a lot of my grandmother's recipes would make. So it's like stuff that has it's a shrimp stuffing or it's
Oh, because Creole.
yeah so or some rice and some rice and shrimp or something like that. It's not the made up shit, and it's not the traditional shit. Like made up shit is grits and shrimp. No one ate that shit. And people that say that soul food is bullshit. That's some made up shit. That's some made up shit. Okay, that people just thought that's like somebody that somebody that was drunk had
Wow.
let me put all this stuff in the bowl. I mean, some of this stuff you literally can look at and say, yeah, somebody drunk made that up. Somebody really, really intoxicated and hungry made that up. Somebody,
You know who would be good?
yeah, exactly.
Fritos and
That, yes,
syrup.
yes. This recipe started off with someone saying, you know, it'd be good though. You know what would be good though? That's because chicken and waffles. Somebody made that shit up.
I know, but it's so good.
No, it's not. It's not even. It's not worth the hype. Chicken,
I caught on late because I wasn't like
yeah,
all
chicken
about the
and
hype. If
waffles.
somebody comes up to me and says, "Oh my God, everybody's doing it. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fantastic," blah, blah, blah,
Mhm.
whatever. I'm like, look, motherfuckers, they don't have any long-term studies
No,
about chicken and
no.
waffles. Okay. I do
Right,
not know what's going
right,
on. I'm not putting that shit in my body until I
right.
know if y'all motherfuckers are gonna die.
Yeah, chicken and waffles made up. Shrimp and grits made up. Um, it's just shit like that. All of Papados is made up. Um, it's like, oh, this is authentic Cajun food. No, it's not. Don't believe that bullshit. It's all made up. So yeah, it's stuff like that that I really like, and only certain. But the problem with those dishes that only certain people can make them, because only certain people have the patience to make them.
Well,
Um,
there's something to be said about that.
yeah, yeah, and so a lot of people are chasing stuff that they've had, but the main ingredient they're missing is patience. And so they go out to the
Ooh.
store and they get, yeah, yeah. You all came to the dinosaur to do for the laughs and
Shit,
giggles.
I was
We
gonna
get deep.
say we
We get
we
deep.
throwing it down.
We get deep.
I feel
So,
it.
so not to give away, because I love my anonymity. You like to just say fuck it and flash your tits. I love my anonymity. But some tidbits have been said where I talked about French and whatnot like that. I do have an affinity for French Cajun Creole. That's that's a drop in the trivia of who and what I'm all about.
Who is the
But
dude?
right, so saying that um, roux is probably it's one of the ingredients you have to make for a lot of dishes, but you have to have a lot of patience in order to do it because you're constantly stirring it. You can't leave
Right.
it to sit. You have to constantly stir it. But now people will go out and get pre-made roux. And then they get the pre-made roux and they add all this fucking seasonings and shit trying to make
But
it
that's the point of
taste.
the roux.
Yeah, exactly. To make it taste like what they recall. It's like, yeah, something's off, something's off. It's like, well, you didn't
I
make the
can't.
roux. You didn't make it. You didn't make the roux. You went out and bought it. So whatever's in that bought stuff is what you're having to contend with. So it's never going to taste the same. So it's very, very interesting recipes like that. But people that still make it that kind of way, that's the shit I love. So yeah,
Okay.
I will eat the fuck out of some boudin and
Get it.
some some Creole some etouffee that's done right, gumbo that's done right, uh, that kind of thing. But the standards, the GluttonFest standards, not so much,
Okay,
not
so
so much.
I'm pretty basic. Hi.
Mm-hmm.
My name's the dinosaur and I'm a basic bitch. Apparently, because
So,
I'm
the subtitle, the basic bits. Yeah, that's the subtitle to it.
um yeah, I love the green bean casserole. I love the sweet potato crunch
Oh my god!
dish.
Really?
Yes, so
So
much. I love the deviled eggs.
wait, you have the green beans with the little dried onions on top and shit.
Hell yeah, I did.
Wait, and so what's the sweet potato crunch? I
It's
think you
okay,
told me
you
about
take
this
sweet
before, and I
potatoes.
really don't know what the fuck it is. It sounds
It's
like
sweet
somebody just got
potatoes.
drunk and put some Captain Crunch on top of sweet potatoes. But go ahead.
It's kind of like that, yeah.
Holy
But
fuck, I'm not off. Wow.
but
Oh my god.
instead of the crunch being like the Captain Crunch stuff, it's brown sugar with butter and um and
Of course.
pecans. So it's like candied pecans on top of it, pretty much
Fuck.
is what it
Wow.
is. I know,
Wow.
it's amazing. So
Wow.
and then it's
It's
just
crazy.
it's sweet potatoes. It's got some vanilla, some different stuff in it to kind
Hmm.
of make it a little
Hmm.
sweet. A bit too sweet
Okay.
for my taste, but
Wh-
I do like it.
So what's the tragic shit though?
Oh.
Like so
Well,
for
I
me,
didn't make any tragic shit this year because I was
yeah,
cooking.
yeah. But the tragic shit that people bring to the house,
There was a corn
that
dish or something this time, and
that
I wasn't 100% sure about it. It was okay,
yeah,
but it wasn't my
like
fave.
people eat it just to like, oh well, I'll go ahead and try it. No, fuck you for bringing this pink mush, whatever the hell it is. I am not. What is that called? Because we talked about it
It's
a
called
little
the
bit ago.
pink stuff.
No, but what is it called? It's like some pink
It's called the
Jello.
pink stuff.
It's a
No, there's no
Jello.
Jello in it. That's maybe ambrosia salad.
Oh yeah, it's ambrosia. That's what it is. Okay, so first
I'm
off,
just this. What I have is just
I thought ambrosia was a drink. Okay, because it's an elixir of the gods, right? Next thing you know, it's a bowl of that sitting there, and it looks nasty as fuck. It looks like somebody got some vomit and
oh,
mixed it with some gelatin and put some nut.
mm,
Like, why are you even putting nuts in that?
because it's so good.
Oh, that's nasty as fuck. That's nasty
Sorry,
as fuck. That
your friend's disgusting. I'm sorry.
all Jello salads. Let's go ahead and lump that in there too. Let's go ahead and say, okay, if you have
Yeah,
a
I'm not a fan of
salad,
Jello.
if you have a salad made with a dessert, you need to check your life. You need to check
You need to
if
check
it's
your cholesterol, probably.
if it's
Okay.
not a like the only. I don't know if I'm gonna give. No, I think nope. I think somebody's still fucking it up. Like if you have a fruit salad is a fruit salad. A fruit salad is not a fruit salad if you have Jello in it. It's a Jello fruit salad. Nope, fuck you. You are trying to have dessert early. Just claim that. Just go ahead and call it what it is.
Right.
Just call it what it is. Don't try and spin it and make it a
It makes
salad.
me feel better when they say
It's a salad.
I'm like,
It's a
no, it's full of
Jello.
Cool Whip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
And
you
nobody
dopping.
even knows what that is.
Oh my God. Don't even start me on. Do not start me on Cool Whip and nougat. Do not.
Nougat
Do
even.
do not.
What
Nougat,
is nougat?
exactly. If you can look at the back of a candy bar and it breaks everything down. It breaks down chocolate. Look at the Milky Way. Look at the Snickers. It breaks down chocolate. Tells you all of what's in the
But
caramel.
nougat, they
You
say nougat is nougat. They say,
yes,
oh, this has nougat in
yeah,
it. You're like,
and
what the
nougat,
fuck is that?
and they move along. Chocolate, they'll say it has milk chocolate, and they'll say part of this cocoa, and part of this and sugar and salt. They'll break it down in the parentheses. Nougat, comma, next ingredient. Fuck that. You got to break it down because there's no nougat tree outside.
Ooh, a nougat tree.
No one has a crop of nougat in their farm. How is this made? So I stick away from that. I digress. So no fruit salad, no Jello salads, none of that pink stuff.
What
Uh,
about something like if they do oh gosh, some of my extended family, they would do like hot dogs. They would cut up hot dogs and then they would put
mm-mm,
it with
mm-mm,
like a
mm-mm.
what's that? It's not it's Chef Boyardee. It's the SpaghettiOs. They put that
Oh,
with it,
spaghetti.
and then
Yeah.
they put just shredded cheese in there, like cold, like
Mm,
it's not melted or
mm-mm.
anything. And then
That is something a drunk person made up. I know it's your family, but
like
somebody was drunk and
the
said, "This
first
is
time that
it."
they ever brought it, I was like, "Oh, I don't know about no, this is maybe a mistake." And then
Yeah.
every year they would bring it like,
Did you cook it?
"Oh, people
Did
love
you?
it. People
You
love
looked at it
it."
like,
I was
was
like,
this
"Oh,
cooked?
no.
Was
People are
this cooked?
lying to you. That's what's
Yeah.
happening. People are fucking lying to you, and
That's a
you're
bunch
letting
of drunk.
them."
That's a bunch of drunk people. Like, you know what? I'm gonna make. You know, I can make a casserole. Like you got to convince you. Like you got to convince yourself. You know what? I can't make a
I
casserole.
can't do that. Yeah.
All it takes is
What does it
weenie,
take?
is weenies. Like they don't like if your recipe doesn't include hot dogs, it includes weenies. It's fucked. It's fucked, and you're drunk. So you get weenies, and for the base, they get all fancy with it, right? For the
Oh, the
base,
base for the
for the
birds.
base, for the weenies to sit on, it's going to be Chef Boyardee because you got to say Chef Boyardee to make it fancy. Chef Boyardee,
Yeah. He's French, I
spaghettios,
think. I don't know. Or is
spaghettios,
he Italian?
spaghetti. You know what? Doesn't matter. The first part is what matter. He's a chef, Chef Boyardee. So that's good quality because it's Chef Boyardee. Okay, we're gonna put that down as a base. We're gonna put our
Hey, hold
weenie.
on. Do you smell that? Do you smell that?
Mm-mm.
My dog farted.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Y'all
I know.
sniff your
I
speakers.
know it could be an
Sniff your
intense.
speakers right
I
now
know it could be
because it's
intense.
bad.
Mm-hmm. Just straight up fuzzy booty hole. So yeah. So Chef Boyardee weenies, and then we're gonna get this Kraft American cheese, not Velveeta, because we all know Velveeta melts wonderfully. Kraft
Yeah, but
American
what is
cheese.
Velveeta exactly? The
Exactly.
only
That's
thing
right.
that
That's
scares
the
me more than
same.
Velveeta is the store brand called Nice and Cheesy. Oh no, fuck
Mm-mm,
that.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
I don't know anything.
So
No.
So that's another drunk person's dish. That's what that is. And somebody just tried to make it fancy, and other people decided, let's go ahead and eat this and give it a shot. And they got down to the spaghetti-o part, and they were like, "Oh, okay, I like it," because it keyed up their childhood, and they all loved it when they were a child. It's like, "Oh, I love this! Oh, yeah!" It's really, but the shits that came after that was horrible.
Well, you know.
I I I think some of the other ones that I don't like um is like I don't like the stuff that should not be on the table, period.
Like pea salad.
Yeah, yeah, there's that pea salad and then there's the peas that the creamy peas, it's not a casserole. It's just all in the bowl. It's creamy with cheese um and it's cold.
Yeah, that's a pea salad.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Can
Yeah.
so so when did
I don't have the answers, dude.
like
I just don't. I don't.
isn't lettuce and spinach or some sort of leafy green supposed to be a part of what you consider a salad? And then everything else is just a combination
Well, but the
of
peas are
food, right?
green. The peas
Yeah,
are green.
that's why I said leafy green. That's why I specifically said leafy green because some people are like, well, I got a celery salad. Fuck you. Leafy green, leafy green.
Like bok choy?
Yeah, it's fine. Kimchi, whatever, but not just straight up peas,
Okay.
cabbage,
You
whatever.
drive a hard bargain.
Straight up peas. Again, Jello salad. No, there's no lettuce in that. Why is it a salad? You're trying to have dessert early. If you want to have a bowl of peas, just call it peas. Why?
Peas, just call it peas.
Why peas? Here's our pea combo. It's got some cheese in it and some whatever the creamy thing is.
Oh,
Uh, but why call it
that's the
a
special
salad?
sauce.
Why call it a salad? The other thing that should not be is like when people bring stuff that they've um like if it's a tradition in their family, don't bring it.
Haggis.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we eat this all the time in my family. Okay, well, cool.
Well, good for you.
They're not here. You should have it with
Right.
them.
You should go to their house.
Oh, you know what? You're at the wrong house. Like if you bring chitlins to another person's house because this is what you eat with your family for Thanksgiving, fuck you. You're no longer invited
Uh-oh.
ever again.
Denounced.
It's because now your house smells like shit.
I've never had it.
Okay, you know what?
No, I'm not
You're
trying it.
no. Oh God, no. I've tried it for you. You are. That's why you're having such a wonderful life right now because you've not had chitlins. So,
Oh,
so
circle
for
back.
anyone, yeah, right. So for anyone that doesn't know, I'll go ahead and help you so that you can say no later on in life. If somebody ever asks or invites or says, "Hey, have you tried?" And puts this bowl in front of you. But chitlins, also known as chitterlings, when you find it
Chitterlings.
when you find it in the store,
That's what I call
is
children.
is
Chitterlings.
right. Is pig intestines.
Nope, that's a hard pass for me.
Yeah. Oh no, it gets better. So yeah. Oh, wait. So most of the time when you get them, you have to clean them,
Oh,
and that
that's
and, and that means a series of washing because you've got to wash out
okay.
some remnants of poop that might be
Uh,
in the intestines still.
gross.
Now, say you don't have any of that. Say
I don't. I don't. I don't want any.
say the chitlins that you have fairly clean. There's nothing in it that you have to clean out. Keep in
Okay.
mind that these are the shit tubes, the viscera. That's all. That's the only function. Passing along bile and shit. So
Oh,
so no matter what you do, it's always going to have that smell because that was its only purpose and function.
okay.
So when you cook them, you now get that scent, and it's in the steam, it's vaporizing, and so now your whole house, furniture, curtains,
No.
you smell
No.
it,
Oh.
and then it's put in front of you in a hot bowl
Oh, gross.
of absolutely no thank you.
Okay, can we stop talking about this? Because I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, fine. So that's one
Oh,
thing you don't bring to. The other thing you don't bring.
don't bring leftovers from somebody else's party.
Oh Jesus!
Look what I brought.
Oh, we had this last night, and I just thought you all need to have some of this.
Or no, try to pass it off. Yeah, I made these
No,
potatoes.
no, you just didn't have any room because one, especially if they bring it in a dish. Okay, if they didn't just own up and bring it in a Tupperware, if they bring it in
They
a dish,
floofed it up.
yeah, if they bring it in a dish, the percentage is pretty high that it wasn't kept in a refrigerator either.
Ew.
So yeah,
Oh.
shit time is coming if you eat any of that. Two,
Oh, the way that you're selling it, sign me up, I
oh,
guess.
I'm just taking you behind the curtain. So two, if they're bringing it to other people, that also means they had no plans of eating it themselves.
Oh, yeah,
And
no, shit, no. Somebody went, "Oh, let me send you home with this," and you're like, "Fuck that, I'll pass. Here,
yeah,
let me give it to this other family. They don't know them."
no. Oh no. Somebody else brought it to their house. That's their container. Okay. Somebody else brought it to their house and they're like, oh, this is disgusting. This tastes like the tip of a camel's tail. No, I'm not eating this shit ever again.
Tastes like ass.
Oh, but you know what? I'm going over to their house tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll take this with me. Oh,
You
it's
know
great.
what? That's probably
You
good, good.
to the bam, you take it over to another house. They don't know.
No,
They have no clue.
and you think that it's good because everything's better the second day.
They have no clue. So they get it cleaned out, and now you've got a clean container. You can give it back to your friends. Say, "Oh man, we enjoyed this
It was delicious.
immensely." Oh,
Mm.
making it for Christmas? No, don't outdo yourself. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We probably just for Thanksgiving. Yeah. Yeah, don't bring stuff from other people's house or what you had the day before. That sucks. You're a horrible person.
Right. I
Uh,
also am not a fan of people bringing store-bought stuff.
I don't know. It depends on what it is, though. I mean, okay,
Okay,
technically
that's
store
fair.
everything is store bought unless you are hopefully like you and I and trying to make things yourself. But okay, like store bought cookies, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Don't stress yourself out to make a cookie if you're bad at baking. Just go ahead and get some store bought.
You're a bad cookie
Yeah,
baking person.
just get some store bought motherfuckers and be get on that shit. Hey y'all, I brought Chips Ahoy. Chunky, yep,
Right. Yeah. Yep. And I brought a gallon of milk. Y'all welcome.
awesome. Don't like. I brought some cookies. They kind of burnt on the bottom. I tried my best, y'all. Here you go. No, fuck you. Give them, give them
You
to
know
those
what I would do? I would get the Chips Ahoy. I would put them on a cookie sheet. I put them in the oven so they would
and
be a little burnt on the bottom.
like you just made them
Yeah, and they'd still be warm. I'll heat
fresh
those
out,
motherfuckers up in the microwave.
fresh out of the oven, y'all. Oh my god, these are amazing.
You're like,
These
I
are
know. It's my
these are
recipe.
like Chips Ahoy, but better. The fuck they are. You're right. You're right. Yeah, no, some store-bought stuff is okay. Some store-bought stuff, but fluff it. You're right. Like, get the chips away, bring it out of the oven. Yeah, fluff it. Don't open up the can in front of everybody. Hey, y'all, I brought some corn.
No.
That's the sound you make when you're shaking corn out of a can, by the way.
You're like, no, you didn't brought corn. You bought corn.
Yeah, no, I brought it because hold on, let me put some paprika on it. Now it's
That's that's the shit.
Thanksgiving corn. Now it's
Yes.
Thanksgiving corn. This is good. This is how
Okay.
the settlers had it.
We need to talk about something serious.
Okay, here we go.
Cranberry.
Okay, yeah. So
This could end our relationship.
this is where we made sure that we this is why this episode is free. We made sure that we brought this debate. This is fuck Republicans, fuck
Fuck
Democrats,
Democrats. Fuck the libertarians. It doesn't matter. What
all
matters is
fuck all political parties, fuck all religion. Are you cranberry sauce or cranberry can? Hear what I said now. Cranberry sauce. That means you're making the cranberry sauce, and it's got cranberry chunks in it. It looks like blended up. It might look a little lumpy. It looks like a preserve. It's lumpy. It's just you just spread it on things. Then you have the cranberry can, the cranberry
in a
gelatin can,
it's
and you
ribbed
lay it
for her pleasure.
ribbed. It's the shape of the can, and for some reason, stop me when I'm lying here. Some reason, some people get a little platter or a little serving
Yeah,
dish or a
that's
saucer
nice.
or whatever.
That's nice.
Plop that whole can shaped cranberry mold.
Yeah.
Plop that on
Okay.
there and just slice it. Like that makes it better. Like the ribbed
Yeah.
parts were
Well, because it's
guides.
so hard, you gotta slice it so it is
Like
pre-sliced,
but like
obviously.
the rib parts were actually the guides for slicing. Oh yeah, you just slice it like that. Nobody's gonna know. No, it's in the shape of a cylinder. You,
Well,
have you
I
ever had,
mean,
so that's the thing. Which one do you prefer?
okay, well, we had
Mhm.
both. We had
Okay.
both.
Wow. Super
Okay.
bougie.
Yeah, you haven't
You
heard
got
bougie just
options.
yet, okay?
You
This
got
is what we
options.
did. I prefer the can.
Okay.
Okay, but what you do is you take that, you
And what you do? Well, what you do? This is why the can is better. What you got to
yeah.
do with it?
So you slice it, right? So it's these little cylindrical little they're
Oh,
just like
yeah, they're
jello
the disc.
bits,
They're the little disc.
the
Yeah.
little discs of goo. And so then you take some cream cheese and you put some pecans in that and you put it together, you mix it
Fucking
together.
drunk shit.
And you put some you and then you put it on the you spread it on the thing and so it's like a cranberry
Spread it on what
pecan
thing?
on the little disc, the jiggly
Okay.
bit.
Yeah. Okay. So you get the cranberry slice,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then on
you
top of that you put the mixture of the cream cheese
yeah.
and the pecans. You put that and you mix
Okay.
it up, like kind of whip it together, like whip
Yeah.
it.
You
You
pre-whip,
got to
and
whip
then
it
you put it,
good.
and then you put it on the slice.
Yeah, you put it on the slice, and then that's how you eat it.
Wow. I've never.
Been that fancy. I know.
Yeah. That's the words I was gonna say. I've never done
Been that
that. I've
fancy. Yeah.
never. Like we would always
I
put it
know
on
that
the.
you haven't.
We would always put it on the plate or you put it on the turkey. And so it just looks really weird. Like you got this slice of turkey and then you got this circle of cranberry flavored mold. and then you just eat it together in some weird thing.
Look, don't be
I
hating.
I had cranberry sauce. Like someone took the time to actually make it.
Well, aren't you
And
special?
yeah. I was gonna say you can now say I'm bougie, but I didn't make it. I was just I was just present, and someone said, "Hey, I made cranberry sauce." I was like, I've I will tell you, I've not been at a table of people that did not hold back their disdain so much as I was at the time that that person that took the effort to make cranberry sauce got. Like there was like the only thing that was missing was someone actually just saying boo as soon as it happened. Because that they could not digest the fact
Oh, I like
that
how you did that. Digest. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
that was cranberry sauce and the cranberry in a can is not. You're like, no, cranberry sauce comes in a can. You
Yeah,
mean
hell
the thing
yeah, it
that's
comes in a can. That's what
you
I'm
mean
talking about.
you mean the thing that's shaped like the can? Yeah,
Well,
that's what cranberry sauce is. So like, no.
no,
This
because
is
it says it
actually
on the
it.
label. That's why it says it on the label.
This is
It says
actually it.
cran-
Nah, that looks like a bunch of vomit. That looks like what? It's
Oh,
cranberries. If you grind up the
baked beans
cranberries,
with ham,
huh?
baked beans with um hot dogs in it. What is it with my
That's it.
family and hot dogs?
Yeah, I was reserving that question.
You're
I
like, I
didn't
don't want
want
to be
to just,
rude.
yeah, I didn't want to blast you with that, but what the fuck was that like? Hey, look, I robbed a whole van. I robbed a
I
van of hot
stole a
dog.
truck. I
I robbed a
stole a
hot dog van.
truck.
I
I
robbed a
stole the Wienermobile.
yeah. Yeah, I robbed a hot dog van, so we're gonna be eating that shit. So we're gonna get creative as fuck.
Creative with it, right?
We're gonna put it in everything. You scrambling some eggs, put some of these hot dogs in it. You got
Oh,
some beans
so
over there, put some
good.
hot dogs in that shit. Uh, what's that cereal you eating? Okay, you can pass on the hot dog, but have a hot dog on the side of the cereal. Like what the fuck? Okay,
Right.
so that just sounds like camp food. Really, it does. It just sounds like
Truly.
camp food.
It really does. You know
Um,
what? I'm super proud of us
yeah,
because we're an hour 20 in, and I don't
yeah,
think that we need a part two.
yeah. I think we're good. I
I
think
think
we're
we need to
good.
move on to relationships
I
next.
think relationships is good. One, relationships got to be next.
Well, yeah, because
Two,
Christmas season is coming up. So,
yeah. Oh fuck, that's gonna be a great part of that's gonna be a great discussion with
hey,
relationships, especially with holidays.
are you going to the ugly sweater party? You probably can't, can you?
No, no, I'm not gonna go. I
Oh,
need to hear up and say I'm not gonna go this year. Okay.
oh,
So
okay.
we're talking about relationships next.
Yes.
We'll put a poll on this podcast and relate the poll on our Twitter
Is
for
that for the cranberry sauce or cranberry goo?
cranberry sauce or cranberry in a
Goo.
can,
Goo.
cranberry in a can or cranberry sauce.
Okay.
And
I'm
that's gonna,
excited.
yeah, I want to know. Well, fuck, we want to know what it is that people prefer: the cranberry sauce or the cranberry in a can. I don't know if I want to leave it up to why, because I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to get that deep with our 20 listeners on the why they prefer the sauce versus the can. I feel like I just always feel like everything I ask or everything I look into is slowly but surely going to devolve into porn. So I don't. I'm not going to look into it. I'm not going to ask. But um, I'm really wanting to know. I'm really wanting to know what people prefer: sauce or can. Sauce or
Okay.
can.
Okay, cool. Hey, and one last thing before we go. I just wanted to say that and we'll get into this a little later, but or maybe I'll do an oats on it.
Yeah.
It's I just want to promote this. They're not paying me anything for this. I'm not getting anything. I just think it's a really fantastic idea to learn a lost art. A lot of people don't know how to crochet, but there's a company called Loopy Mountain Crochet, and they are selling these things called woobles, and they're little kits. Let's say
They're
that
doing what?
they're selling these kits called woobles,
Oh, okay.
and it'll teach you how to crochet like a reindeer head or a yeti. So they're like really basic.
Um,
Um, I know, and then you can like get a package of it, and you can go to woobles.com. So it's WOOBLES.com. Check out their stuff. It's pretty cool because I never thought I would be able to crochet. I'm actually going to order one and see if I can do it. My grandmother was a huge she crocheted everything. Fucking if you
yeah,
stood still
yeah,
long enough, you'd be crocheted by the time you
yeah.
left her house.
That's a good
So
recovery because I don't know
um,
what you call somebody that crochets either.
a crocheter, actually, you would call them a hooker.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I
So
hope so. If not, absolutely, that's what I'm calling them now. And
yeah,
that's
for sure.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we've got a friend, Delilah. She'll tell you that she's a hooker.
Oh, she's a hooker.
She's a
Okay,
total hooker.
right. Yeah,
She's like, I'm addicted to hooking. I can't stop. And I'm like, well, we'll save that.
she is a hooker for sure.
So anyway, go check them out.
Yeah.
I sent a message to the lady that owns it. I'm trying to talk to her, and because I'm really impressed with the way that she's grown her business. So,
Hmm.
um, but I just want to put a shout out. That's such a unique gift idea. I think. I
Yeah,
think I'm
lost
probably
art.
gonna. Yeah, for sure. Because not a whole lot of people learn how to do it now. In the '80s, everybody was crocheting.
Yeah, lost art is, I think, something that, and maybe not just crocheting, but definitely something that gardening. Uh,
Bushcraft.
yeah, bushcraft. I mean, to dip our toe back into the prepping topic, I, you know, I laugh about it or chuckle about it, or it's an easy topic to poke, but I'm I still tip my hat to people doing it because I know for a fact I can't do any of it. I tried gardening and it's hard, but yeah, when you do these lost arts or the working with your hands, you start to appreciate a lot more the stuff that you just you take for granted. Like I appreciated the produce aisle a lot more after I started gardening,
Oh,
and
for sure.
I appreciated that. Like also with fish and generating your own fish or growing your own fish or having fish ponds or what, like you just start appreciating it more. So I could
Yeah.
assume the same is for crocheting.
Right. Absolutely.
How do I make this shirt? And you start to do like a crocheting a sweater. Oh man, you'll never look at sweaters again.
Well,
But
um she makes it look really easy, and she gives you step-by-step instructions and
all right,
everything in the bag everything that you need,
yeah,
from the hooking needle to the fabric
right,
or to the yarn, to
right.
the instructions, to the batting, the little fluffy stuff that goes in it. All of it is included, and it's just in a little bag. So go check her out. Hopefully, she continues to be successful. I don't know this person to save my life,
Yeah,
and there's really no reason for me to be promoting her other than I dig the hell out of what she's doing.
that's what's up. I mean, I think that it's really one of those things. Like if you're open to learning something, just realize you're not. It's not. It's going to take time for
Right.
something to come to you. It's not going to be something where you just get into it and it's like, I don't like this. I'm not getting it, or I'm not putting it together. Like I'm not making shirts and putting it together like she is. Never mind. But then when put some time into it, and next thing you know, you start to make little doilies or make little. You know what? You start to make little
Sweaters or
pot handles and all that kind of stuff. And
beanies.
yeah, next thing you know, everyone's like, "Oh, awesome!" And then you rightly hate it because then you
Because you've
rightly
earned
hate
it.
it. No, you rightly hate it because then everybody oh, make me a sweater. Oh, do that. Now you're the person that everybody that was making fun of. Oh, you're crocheting, and then they see you make a scarf. They're
And
like,
then you're like, oh, that's really neat. I want one. Really, fuck
yeah,
you. Because you just
yeah,
said, you know what? It's
now
going to
you
be
got
$50 for that scarf. You go ahead.
right,
You
right.
cough up $50 towards my direction, and I will get you a fucking scarf. That's exactly what I'll do.
Yeah, and
You
it's
can
like
pick the color.
$50. Yeah, and it's like $50. That's expensive. You don't
Well, go to
even
the store then, I guess. You want some
you
quality shit? This
you
ain't
don't
fast
even
fashion.
know. Fast fashion.
Okay, I gotta
Okay,
go.
yeah. I was gonna say, so with all that being said, give it a shot, and then also look forward to our next episode where we will be talking about relationships,
Relationships, love and hate, and everything in between.
right, and all the stuff that happens with all the shenanigans and magic and depression that happens during holidays in relation to that. That's gonna be something too. So yes,
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
if you made it this far, you have no clue what the fuck you just experienced. This is the Dinosaur and the Dude, the
Yeah.
only podcast on the planet that has the shittiest audio but the most amazing content.
Content. Yeah, and today only, it's free.
This is the free Black Friday episode. Only today, while hours last. And
Supplies last.
if you're in another country, don't worry. As long as you are on, as long as you just abide by U.S. time, then you're good. So in any case, she's the dinosaur.
That's me.
I'm the dude, and we are so happy that you guys have gotten this far into listening to us. Hope that you all have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are. And we, because we like you guys and we really appreciate it. And we want you to spread the word about us so that
And
other
give us
people can,
feedback.
so that other people can understand, hey, this is an amazing thing. I need to share with other people. Hit us up on our polls and give us feedback and leave us voice messages and all the other stuff that really highfalutin podcast do. Again,
Ooh,
thank you all.
Yeah.
Thank you all, and looking forward to the next one. And love you all, love you, girl. And I'll talk to you all later.
All right.
That's it, right?
Sweet. Love you, dude. Bye.
That's about it. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Later.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, everyone. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for listening. Thanks for giving us your ears. And hopefully you enjoyed our back and forth banter and you'll come back for more. We're going to hopefully we'll have other guests on in the future. But for right now, it's the two of us doing what we do best. Again, the Dinosaur and the Dude, hoping you enjoy each and every episode that we bring to you. And again, have a great time. Have a great day, night, evening, wherever you are. And look forward to putting out a new episode for you all to enjoy. All right. Take care.